All right, hi class. This is the solution step by step for question 2 of chapter 12 worksheet. All right, so if you're looking at question 2, you'll see that they give us the mean of 3 groups and they give us the estimated variance of those 3 groups as well. So when you're given this information, specifically the variance, this is how you're going to compute an ANOVA. So the first step, again, let's get degrees of freedom B here. So degrees of freedom B is K minus 1, number of groups minus 1, 3 minus 1 equals 2. 3 groups minus 1 equals 2. DF within. Each group had 25 participants in the group. So that means the degrees of freedom of each group is 24. So 24 plus 24 plus 24 equals 72, or 24 times 3. All right, next, let's write the means down because we're going to need to use them. So the mean of group 1, it's given, it's 5. Group 2 is 4. Group 3 is 6. The grand mean on this question is the sum of these means, which is 15 divided by 3, because there's 3 groups, equals 5. All right, so now we have to solve for MSB. MSB is also S squared B. They mean the same thing. So I just wrote that there so you know, because we've worked with S squareds for all the t-tests. So just know it's the same thing, just labeled differently. All right, so the first step of this is you're going to take each score's deviation from the mean squared. So 5 minus 5 squared is 0, 4 minus 5 squared is 1, 6 minus 5 squared is 1. The sum of that is 2. Now you're going to divide that 2 by DFB, degrees of freedom B. So degrees of freedom is 2. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1. Now the last step is to take that number and multiply it by the number per group. There are 25 participants per group, so you do 25 times 1 equals 25. MSB equals 25. Okay. Now you're going to find MSW. Okay. MSW is simply you add the given variances. So we were given these variances in the question. So they're 2, 1.5, and 2.5. And you divide that by the number of groups. Okay, so the number of groups is 3. So 6 divided by 3 equals 2. MSW equals 2. All right, just like before, to get F obtained, that never changes. It's MSB divided by MSW. If you do 25 divided by 2, that equals 12.5. Your F obtained is 12.5. F critical, I got the number 3.13. All right, we have a degrees of freedom of 2 and 72. So if you go on the horizontal plane and you go to 2, you'll have to flip a few pages in your textbook to get to where you see 70. So you'll see 2 on the horizontal. When you go down on the vertical, you'll see the numbers go 65, 70, 80. All right, since our number is 72, we want to take the number above it. So what's above 72? 70. So you're going to look at the degrees of freedom non-bolded, because they're asking for 0.05 again, at 2 and 70. And at 2 and 70 equals 3.13. Now you simply compare. The F obtained is a lot larger than F critical. We know it's significant. We know we got to reject a null hypothesis. All right, this is the arithmetic procedures to it and now its variance. Hope it helped.